Whoops, it probably helps if I'm on Rome 2 and not on Warhammer. Alright folks, welcome back to Total War, Rome 2. So, in the last episode we pretty much did everything we could to consolidate Britannia. As you can see from the strategic map, it's pretty much all under our control. There's a little bit of this British Confederation that remains in enemy hands, but we should have that taken care of pretty soon. I think we have our fleet down here, and then we have our army here. Both of those should be able to take them out, I think, if everything goes as planned. So, the main focus for this episode is probably going to be, well, we have to finish off these lovely little Romans that are causing us issues. But the main issue is the Sassanids. So they've actually started to grow out, and if we look at the strategic map over here, you can see that they have a good section of the area to the east. So we're not at war with them yet, if I recall correctly. I don't think we are. Let's see, Latin rebels. Let's see, look, yep. So if you look over here, we don't have an indicator showing that we're at war with them, so for the moment, we're alright. Anyways, let's go check on our army that we have over here. Not the Gothi, because that is our ally. These guys. Oh, they cannot reach Apollonia. I guess I moved them before I ended the last turn. So let's go check on our Bretonian forces then.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so these guys have one more turn before they're fully replenished. I'll let them fully replenish just because I don't want to go into this battle lightly. Yes, we should be able to take them out, but they have, let's see, full stack there and 8 forces there, so I want to be careful with that. We'll also upgrade the hulls on our fleet. Only 1,000 for all of it? That's really cheap, but hey, okay. I'll take it. Alright, while we're down here... Oh, there's a couple places that I can do for Mordion. However you want to pronounce that. I'm not even going to really try. Let's see. So Latin is going up. Eastern is going up. Oh, because of our one guy who's Eastern. Let's see. Well, this is going to help wealth from mining. So we'll want to do one thing of mining. And if we're going to do mining and all of that, we'll want to do something to help with squalor. So let's do a consecrated ground. Let's see. So that's going to be +1 sanitation. But we have our natural sanitation from that research we did. So we'll start work on it. Also, it looks like we'll need a place for our military, so let's do the military wharf there as well. Oops, went a little too far here. Alright, so Thessalonica is under our control. Let's see. Currently 7. So we can do that. We can do the horse pens there. And we'll do this auxiliary barracks as well. There's my other force here. So I'm going to move them up closer so we can help take out the rest of Rome here. And I think we can probably end the turn. Once I do the upgrade for my one leader over here. Let's see. So probably, yeah, I think probably the best thing is to increase the military training. That seems to have the best effect, I would imagine, since better archers, for example, go towards, what are you up to? Better archers, for example, or higher ranking archers are more accurate. Okay, well, the Romans are sieging one of our settlements. That'll at least slow them down. Settlement under siege, I'm aware. Some more guys went up. Hidden agents. Oh, lovely, a rat infestation. Well, what can you do? At least given our sanitation situation, it's, even with the rat infestation, we're doing pretty good. So attrition, who's taking... Oh, that's the besiegers and their situation. Okay, so this legion is going to go in, and we are going to just take this settlement back. Alright, no major issues with that. Our general, or emperor dude, continues to take damage whenever we do an auto-resolve for whatever reason. Alright, let's change this over. We'll do a regular Field of Mars. Banditry is a problem here, so we want to do this Vigiles Urbani. Yes, that will help with -10. And I won't do anything else for the moment, just to get a sense of where things are. Let's see if we can't take this guy out. Poison gives us 65% chance to wound him. And it is failed. Really? Come on.
Ready for orders. Put your backs into it, you men. Your next command?
Alright, Nerona does not have much in the way of defenses. They have 9, and they don't have any big siege weapons here either, so if we get into a battle, we're probably going to lose it. So let's hopefully get our forces up there before they do that. Okay, so these guys are ready to go. We'll move them here. I don't want my forces to be in a forced march or whatever it's called here. Double time. I don't want them to be like that because I do want them to be able to escape. Just in case we need it out here. Alright, let's continue to boost these up. And might as well go for the full garrison there. It is going to take a little bit of the food, though, that we have, so I'll have to be careful with that. Because the food requirements can end up adding up quite a bit over time. Alright, let's end the turn, and then hopefully we'll be able to move on and take out the rest of Rome there. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot that I had these armies over here. So I was going to move them, I think, to take on those guys, I assume. That was my plan. So let's move this guy. Yeah, we'll move him there. Oh, and that's the one that's leveling up as well. I'll say overall, I haven't had too many issues in this campaign. Some barbarians, but overall it seems like playing Gallic Rome is probably one of the easier campaigns here. I think playing regular Rome is probably a little difficult given that you're surrounded by so many potential enemies. And lovely more banditry. Alright, so more research complete, another hidden agents, that all stuff. Okay, we'll do more rat catchers because we have plenty of treasury for them. That seems to be one of the best options. Let's look at our research now. Alright, both of those are good for naval forces. Let's see, increases movement range, reduces costs of the various units, experience movement range replenishment, Helps with sieging reinforcement range. I'm trying to decide what the best option would be for this. Actually, let's take a look at this stuff too, while I have a moment. Now, I could do Egyptian grain. That would give us 6 food. It's not a big thing that we would need, but it would be helpful, I would imagine. Let's actually do this regulation of commerce, because that'll unlock some of the level 3 places on cities and that sort of thing. Alright, next. Let's move these guys out to here. We'll get closer and almost be able to reach them. This army should be able to hit it immediately. And we're just going to auto-resolve this one as well. Again, it's small garrisons, so it's really not much of an issue. And other than the Emperor having issues for whatever reason. Alright, so what to do for guys here? Let's see. So under strategist, we have armor for units, ammunition for units, replenishment. We can also increase, well, let's see. We have siege weapons in this army, right? We do not. So we're not going to do siege weapons. Then we'll do this thing, skilled logistician. That seems to work. Alright, so back to Brittany. We'll move our forces. Well, let's see. Where's the fleet? Oh, this is the fleet. Okay. So move them there. Move the army there. They'll be in range to help. Oh, there's their army. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up with them. Well, we can at least take out Elbana, and then they'll be sort of stuck. Stanwyck we're probably going to lose. Unfortunately, this is one of the bad parts about the Total War games, is when you get to the cleanup phase. Sometimes forces are a pain to clean up, so... But what can you do? Okay, let's see. So for this guy... Oh, increase civic administration, yes. Because that's what I'm having him do right now, right? Yes. Alright, so we have 4 growth here. So I could increase our minium there. Let's do that. And you know what? Let's put in some fields here, because this province is currently just at 0 food. Squalor is only 2 with that. That'll do 4 squalor, so we can still afford quite a bit. So we'll do enclosed land there. And should we upgrade it to a civil town? I think I'll wait on that, actually. I imagine they're... Yep, there they go. They are attacking now. So we'll fight it. And it looks like our forces have taken some attrition. I don't understand why it set us up all the way on the other side of where their forces are, but hey, whatever.
Defensive positions! Hold! Give them fire! Ready and waiting! Defensive positions! Guard! On watch! Guard! On watch! Commander! Legionaries! Hold position!
Well, that's all our forces, so let's get this started with.
We must not let the enemy cross these walls.
Also, another thing is it's interesting that the towers here are so much more limited than the ones that are in Warhammer.
At your service, missile infantry at your command. Fire! Burn the wretches!
But I guess that also makes sieges much more difficult for the defender than they are in Warhammer. I mean, in Warhammer, these towers can fire out pretty much no matter where they are in the back. Yes, their range is, or their area is limited in arcs instead of like a circle, but still, it's they can still do pretty well. At least against AI. I imagine most human opponents can probably get things figured out pretty well. Also, it's interesting that this force seems to be all walls and siege towers, rather than using any battering rams.
We await your command! Hold! Yours to command!
Going to attempt to cut them off. I don't know how well this is going to work though, because I don't know if those forces are really going to be able to stop them with, even with their flaming damage.
Missiles awaiting targets. Defensive positions at your service. Spears! Yours to command. Brave Romans to a man.
Yeah, it looks like they've pretty much gone outside of my range and their towers are about to board.
We await your command. Ready for orders. Yours to command. Missile infantry at your command. At your service. Melee infantry at your command.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Swords! Commander! Engage! Swords!
Our general is under attack.
We await your command! Melee infantry!
At your service.
Legionaries! Ready! Hack for glory! Your orders! Cut charge!
Ready for orders.
Swords!
An entire unit has perished.
Hold position. Run forward! Engage! Commander!
The enemy have taken a tower.
Well, taking that tower is going to hurt, but I think my overall goal for this mission should be to do as much damage as possible to most of their units. And if that works, I can then pretty much take them out once my main army gets into position.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. We have lost a victory point.
Actually, I may end up being foiled by the loss of the victory point.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
But again, this was a battle that I was never going to win anyways.
The enemy is about to capture the fort.
I don't know what the point is of saying the enemy is about to capture the fort when it's at the point when you can't do anything. Hello, person speaking in Russian that I don't understand. Or at least with Russian, or Cyrillic, yeah. Whatever it's called. Well, I understand like. Invasion force lands, of course. And more unrest. And the rat catchers are doing their job. Alright. Time to finally take these guys out. So they have 12 forces there. Let's move our forces in. You know what? I'm just going to continue the siege. Like, we have a tortoise we can make. Combines devastating ramming power and unit protection, but with slow movement and poor maneuverability. Let's do one of those, and we'll do a siege tower. Unfortunately, it's only light units, but they'll hopefully be able to do it fine. Hopefully. And Yadera here is now at our control as well. Let's expand it. And you know what? I think... Let's see. Wealth reduces construction costs. Public order. Alright, I think I'm going to do another thing for food there as well. Now, if I look at this, would the fleet itself be able
It is an honor
to do well enough in taking that place? Pretty much. So I'm just going to auto-resolve it with the fleet. Let's do a balance stance, I guess. Alright, now I can subjugate this force. Depending on your cultural background, the conquered faction will become either a client state or a satrapy of yours. All captives are enslaved. Well, since I've done this already to one of the forces, and since this is in Ireland, you know what, I'm just going to subjugate him. Because that way, that will take that force that was trying to take Stanwick, that will take them out of the picture. Let's see, can I set up trade with them now? Obviously, they hate me.
Welcome.
But, oh, low? Really? Come on. Like me more, darn people. Treaties with British Confederation, 38. Well, hopefully they won't cause any issues right now. Alright, let's move those guys back. And you will move you back as well. Alright. Well, Britain is now fully under our control, one way or another. Let's see, you are the lawkeeper guy. So what do we want to do with you? That increases food and wealth from agriculture. Let's see, wealth from industry. Well, let's see, what are we doing here? We have commerce, and that's really it for here. We have industry here. And that's probably where I'm going to base them. So you know what? We'll do that then. So anything that we can do for industry here is what we'll do. Industry and industry. Okay.
Yes.
And deleted the messages from that guy because, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, person, I just don't know Cyrillic. I don't know if that was like Russian. I have no idea. Anyways, we are boosting industry here, and then he'll eventually be able to head to Mordiunon, however you pronounce that. All right. So we're sieging there. Let's see. What should be our next main focus? Athene can build up, because none of these other places can. So what do we want to do at Athens here? We have commerce there. That's sanitation. So, you know, we'll do more commerce with a public forum starts. If we were to make inroads against these Sassanids, well, probably start here, I would imagine. Or we could go down into Africa and help them out. Let's see. Over here we have the Garamantia. And a good amount of Latin rebels over here. Like, they have almost this entire province. So maybe we should focus on Africa instead of the Sassanids. Though I did name this episode The Eastern Threat. And they are certainly bigger than anything else that we could potentially face. So you know what? I think we're going to focus on the Sassanids. So, let's get our army sort of moving. That force I'll leave there. This force. They have onagers. They're pretty well set up. I think that one, and then probably the one with the Emperor here, will be what we use for taking on the Sassanids. Alright, so we'll end the turn. Well, once we upgrade our Admiral over here. Let's see. Gravitas campaign movement works pretty well, I would imagine. Okay, well, so we'll end the turn. We'll finish off Rome, and then we will figure out what our plan for the Sassanids will be. Pergamum there could be a good target.
Can ye not attack these folk? Your bravery in this would show.
No, I have no desire. They're my client state. Why would I do that? Ally attacked the Marcomanni and the Alemanni. And let's see, my client state. Let's see, the Alemanni, defensive ally or defender. Well, this is confusing. So I'm assuming the aggressor is the Marcomanni. They only have a little bit. The Alemanni look like they're stronger. So we are going to decline, I think. And that should break the defensive alliance that we have then. So our focus may change to the Marcomanni, I think. I think that was it, right? I'll have to review it once this is over. Military sabotage. Peace negotiated. Break. Okay, good. Banditry, lovely. Alright, you guys are almost... Let's see. This will last another 2 turns. And I can move these guys over. Gradually, anyways.
What do you wish of me? All mortals.
Okay, now you go and do that and succeed, and we'll be all happy. Enemy wounded. Good. Okay, so let's look at the diplomatic. So the Alemanni are nothing with us. And the Marcomanni are our defensive ally. So we pretty much broke it with a former client state, because they're the ones that decided to attack the Marcomanni. Well, let's see then. The Alemanni, Marcomanni, Marcomanni, Marcomanni. Ugh. So confused. There's the Alemanni. Okay. So they are only in Bergium here. They have 20 stacks there, but other than that, not much. We'll move this force over here, just in case they decide they want to attack. You know what? I should probably boost you up as well. We have pikes, we have cohorts, we have auxiliary archers. Let's do auxiliary Germanic hunters, probably. 150 range, yeah. We can do a few of those then.
Laying siege to the settlement! Ready for orders.
Alright, so of potential targets, Apollonia Pontica would be one. And I think, historically, that is where Constantinople is, I think. It's a guess anyways. Don't hold me to it. I don't know my geography, my specific areas all that well, but this looks very much like where Constantinople would be. So my idea is we'll take this from the rebels, then we'll head right over, start with Nicomedia, and then just head all throughout. Galatia. Do I have to worry about you? What are you when it comes to the Sassanids? Well, you don't like me to begin with. You are at war with Nasamonis and Hispania Citerior. But it doesn't look like you like the Sassanids any better, really. So that could be a good thing. I think another thing that I have an issue with, partially in this game, but also in other ones, is determining how many armies I should have at this point in the game. Because I have a good amount of armies, but I also have a good amount of income coming in, which makes me wonder, well, should I have more armies?
Will you stand with Rome and show courage and
Margiana. Where is that then? Margiana. Well, if I can't see Margiana, I have no desire to declare war on them. So, yeah, that's not going to happen. Sorry, Hispania. Okay, at this point I should be able to bring the, well, they're not gonna make it just yet, but we're almost there. This is one more turn before surrender, so they might just surrender to us, which would be an alright option in the end, I would think. I'd almost subjugate them, but I think we're better off just completely eliminating them. Plus we'll get back provincial control. Alright, so let's get you back over here. You're there. This fleet, I think I'll just station them there. They're pretty much going to be there, well, let's see. Naval recruitment, piracy, negative 28%. Well, let me just put you here and put you into a patrol stance. Let's see, negative 25% piracy penalty. So hopefully that helps a little bit.
Come, let me hear your talk. I warn you, I have no stomach for the meek or night.
I'm currently going to look through potential, well, really doesn't look like I have any other potential trade partners right now. The British Confederation would be one, but for the moment they hate me, so hopefully once they settle down their issues will be good. Alright, so I think right now, well, let's see. Let's try and take out that spy there. Poison. And wounded, so that's a little something. So hopefully in the next turn they will surrender and we'll be all good. Oh, couple forces or people to level up. Alright, so evading targets, poison. Oh, I did the thing for poison there. 5% chance of critical success. We'll do that. That should help out. And then our little dignitary guy. We can give him, well, let's give him zeal to increase. Well, wait. Not zeal yet. We want military administration. Yes. Reduce upkeep costs. Always a good thing. And apparently that one guy is just committing suicide? I have no idea. Well, the garrison army is pretty much nothing. These guys are a little They're attacking on the grasslands. Let's take them out.
Ready for duty. Melee troops awaiting orders. Our spears are yours! Veteran spears!
Axe warriors! We hunger for blood and battle!
Warriors eager for blood!
Slingers! By your command, we await your command.
Hunters!
Alright, so this should pretty much be the force. Let's group them up into a formation group, and then let's start it out. Now, I don't have any artillery here, but if everything goes as planned, we shouldn't need it.
Speak with false modesty. You know my quality, and that I win battles.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Confidence of leading you to victory today. Listen for orders, and all will be well.
The ideal place would be that hill up there, since that'll give us the line of sight that we need. Don't see any of their forces yet, other than that one little thing that was over here. There they are, trying to be sneaky. But once we have this hilltop, we'll be pretty much set. And we can see their forces. I think they can see ours. But our slingers and hunters and all that should do a good job of taking most of them out.
Quickly now!
Almost in range. Alright, they're starting to fire on us with their archers.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
And oh, they have some peltists and all that. I think they had some hidden units here. I didn't think they'd be able to be hidden like that, but okay.
Battle ready and eager!
Our general is under attack.
Melee fighters ready! Ready for battle! Fearless warriors! Forward! Ah! Axe warriors!
The enemy general is dead.
Skirmishers! Missiles ready! Loose!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Take aim! Axe
our units has used all its ammunition.
Battle ready and eager! Fire! Hunters! Take aim! Ready for battle! We'll kill them all! Battle ready and eager! Hunters! Scrappers ready! Get running! Skirmishers!
Yeah, this is pretty much a guaranteed win given that, well, we outnumbered them from the start. And then, overall, their forces are weakened too from just being at siege. Victory is yours in the battle. And with any luck, I won't have to fight it again to finish him off. It looks like it. Loss is 807. And it didn't give me an option to subjugate them, so I'm guessing you can't do that since they're probably like a mortal enemy or something. So, hooray! We've taken them out. Slums. Oh. Is it just... let's see. Oh, I don't care about them. Faction destroyed Rome. Excellent. And our Imperium has gone up as well. Your power knows no bounds. You can now maintain additional armies, fleets, and agents. And it is Ormazad Yimki. Whatever that is. Okay, so let's get rid of these slums. And then in the next turn, we'll be able to start work on something to take on that banditry stuff. Well, let's do the delicatessen stuff here as well. Or taberna, or whatever you want to call that thing.
Ready for battle.
Alright, so the quickest way to get to Apollonia Pontica is probably going to be through here. So we'll get them moving. It's still going to be several turns before they're there. Now, we also have... oh, Caius here. I forgot about him. Caius has a good force with him as well. So you know what? We'll move them over there. They might happen to be the first force that goes and takes him out. The Emperor, I'm just going to leave him there, I think, for the time being. I will say that I've been thinking about it. Well, let's see. Oh, I forgot about figuring out how this is. Let's take a look. Oh, how do I figure out who has a particular... Ugh. Well, let's just look at their stuff then. So we have level 2 weapons and level 3 armor. Do we have everyone that we need? Ugh. This is one of those things that gets weird to figure out. Okay. Okay, so this is the guy that I gotta do. The Colonia Weaponsmith for him. We'll increase you. Let's see. So squalor 3 and 3. And then, so that'll be 6 squalor. We'll still be good with that. And I can boost Gergovia here. Let's see. So boost that up, boost that up. That'll be 3 squalor, 4 squalor. We're still plenty good with that. Bertigala. Let's do that for you. We have lots of food places going. And let's see. We have a coin maker. Oh, I think I want to do that. Yes. I don't want to do anything that boosts banditry because we don't need any of that. Wealth from commerce. Let's do wealth from industry, the jeweler. That seems like a good option. And while we have a moment, let's have a statesman go do something. Do we have any statesmen right now? We have 1 statesman as part of the Patrici Council. And look at all that stuff that I could have for my guys, and I'm just not making use of it. Alright, so let's do a diplomat to the British Confederation. Hopefully he doesn't betray me or anything, because that would suck. And it looks like there's really not too much else that I can do. I should probably boost that up. Continue boosting that to help with the banditry. And then what to build here? Since I have another place that'll be open. We'll do that, and sanitation is relatively well. Sailors' quarters, not feeling too into it. You know what, let's build this practice field. Because I don't have anything to really start to boost up those buildings. And we'll do a cohort barracks for now. Alright, let's look at our highest grossing provinces right now. So we have Latium, that's not fully controlled. Aquitania is, and it's doing whatchamacallit. Britannia is fully controlled. And I'm actually surprised Britannia is building, or creating so much, but hey, I'll take it. So let's do tax rate. And I think we're good for now. So we'll head back to the forces, and then we'll just end the turn. If things go bad with our food and we have to increase food, I could probably do one of those provincial edicts that increase food, or several of them. I'll have to keep that in mind if that happens. A new political intrigue has developed. Consequence, your diplomat has returned accompanied by a master horseman. Your cavalry recruits will be better trained. And Gaius Tetricus is having his triumph parade thing again. Hooray for him. I don't particularly care one way or another, but hey, good for him.
At your command. At once. We hunger for battle. Make haste, men. Ready? Ready for further orders.
Also, it's pretty neat seeing that these forces have rank 9 units in them and that sort of thing. I really wonder if I'm at the max of the units that I could have. I probably can do better units, but it's just a work in progress, I guess.
Ready for orders.
Also, another thing I wonder for this campaign is, can you lose your Emperor character? I don't think you can. I think he remains.
Simple. Trade.
Trade. Okay.
That we want.
So the British Confederation is trading with us now. That's a good sign. Now, certainly I could go back and take out these Roman pretenders, but I figure for the most part they're not a major threat to us. Increasing trade with that event didn't really help too much, but oh well. But yeah, I don't figure that the Roman pretenders are that much of a threat. Who is this between? The Gothi and the Alani. Are either of them anything that will be a threat to me? Not that I can tell. Because let's see, the Gothi are here. The Alani are somewhere else. Unknown. Interesting. Yeah, I can't even see where the Alani are on the map, so I don't think it's anything that will affect me. That's good.
We hunger for battle. Advance. Waiting for more orders.
I'm not going to bring my forces any closer, just in case things go a little iffy here. Alright, so we have this practice field. You know what? I think I'm going to boost the veterinary stuff to increase melee cavalry attack or whatever. Yeah. Attack. What else here? So we have a wine trader in the harbor. I just feel so, like, I don't know, off as to what I should build here. Well, Apollonia here, since this increases commerce, let's do the harbor. And we'll do the town winemaker stuff. How much more food? That's going to take 3 food. Okay. Because I'm being cautious with the food stuff. Right now, at least for the moment. More squalor, but we can take it. So that'll go from 5 to 7 squalor. I'm not going to do any more food right now. Ooh, and that castrum stativum. We'll be able to build the really heavy Gallic spearmen, Gallic Imperial Guard, all that kind of stuff.
Ready for orders.
Now, let's see. The adventure plus 10% wealth from adventuring passive action. Well, let's see. I have 11,366 right now. 11,373. So I earned like 9 more gold. No, that's not right. 7 more gold? Something like that. 66. Yeah, 7 more gold. So the adventuring action doesn't seem to produce much in the way of gold. At least not on own territory. I don't know if it makes any more on a territory that's in like a foreign land or not.
The spirits have noticed that
Oh, I didn't fix those slums. Well, let's confiscate the cargo for those guys. Okay. Fix these slums, and eventually, hopefully, I'll remember to go back and fix it. Let's see, Squalor is currently at 4, and that's boosting up, so let's continue building that. The dry dock, I'm gonna wait on that.
Ready for battle. At once.
And we're almost in range. Also, interesting note, Nicomedia is actually taking some damage there. You know what? I am going to... Let's see, raise forces, recruit agents. I'm going to recruit an agent to try and cause some trouble. I did this in another public order, infiltration, so it doesn't look like it'll matter for any of these ones. So we'll do her,
What do you wish of me?
and then we will recruit a dignitary. Because dignitaries can help with doing whatchamacallit stuff. I think zeal-based actions, right? I think so. Or no, authority-based actions. So let's see. Hire assassin, civil administration, cultural conversion. That's what I want, right? Yes. Recruit. Okay. So in the next turn, I'll be able to start to move them over and hopefully cause some issues with them, public order-wise. Maybe get some rebellions going with the Sassanids. Missing supplies. Oh, food shortage. Oh, geez, that's a big food shortage. All right. Well, let's this place. So we're doing that there. Let's just do an aqueduct here. There. Right. Yeah, we'll do an aqueduct there. Okay. Provinces. So let's see. Cisalpina is doing the food. Britannia, you will go to food. And then Gallia, we can't. Aquitania, we'll put you on food. And we'll do one more on food just to be certain. So party loyalty, food. Let's see, what are you on? Oh, culture, you're 100%. Is there, yeah, you could just go to Latin. I have no idea why I had some other culture thing on there. Whatever. Alright, so that'll help out as far as the food goes. Let's get these forces ready
At your command.
into position.
Advance.
One more turn, and they'll be able to move in.
Have further orders. Commander.
And hopefully they won't take any attrition out there.
Can you spare men to cut a few throats? These people need death. They would welcome it at your hands.
Again, you're at war with someone that I just have no idea who they are or where they exist. So I have no like desire to join that war.
While the spirits of our ancestors have no use for gold, they do know that they...
I'm not going to pay you tribute for that, you small little group. Alright, unrest, Easter... Well, at least the food situation is taken care of. Since we are getting into a little bit of a food situation, let's do Egyptian grain. Also interesting to note that even though I switched over from increased tax rate on some of my provinces, I'm still bringing in a good amount of money, so... Alright, so we want the guys with the onagers to actually start the siege. So you will encircle,
None will escape.
bring these guys forward to help out.
The way is blocked. To victory!
Alright, so we are just going to fight this and take out these rebels. Let's see, we have rebel army, garrison army. Oh, the garrison army and fleet are like nothing, so... Alright, let's get started.
Chariots! Grouped and ready! Stay as you are! Chariots!
Ready and waiting.
We await your
Your
command!
orders?
Leave
Ready.
formation!
Hold formation!
Sons of Mars! Legionaries! Legionaries!
Anyone who breaks formation will be punished.
Alright, so we are going to wait for our forces, our reinforcements to come in. Once they come in, we'll get all set up, and then we'll just pretty much bombard them all to hell.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Dead men!
Melee troops!
At your service. Ride out!
Our hidden units have been discovered.
By your command. Ride quickly now!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Ready for orders!
We await your command.
Chariots! Your orders! Ready your weapons!
At your service.
Engage!
They have a lot of cavalry here. Interesting.
Our general is under attack.
Yours to command! At speed! Ready! Quick march!
on such speed! Commander! At the double! Your orders? Chariots! Quick march! Legionaries! Yours to command. To advance! Ready and waiting. Come forward! Ready for orders. Your orders? Ready. Quickly now! Charge! Now is not our time! Fight! Warriors, eager for blood! Yours to command.
The men are wavering.
At your service. We await your command. Reformation! Riders, advance! Chariots!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Well, our chariots and group of cavalry did a good job at helping defend most of our units. At this point now, I think our forces are pretty well set to do well. Though I've noticed most of our naggers are out of ammunition.
Pikemen!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Field artillery awaiting orders.
Proud Romans all!
On the go!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
At speed!
Well, might as well bring them back then. You get into position there.
We await your command. Ballista!
And this force is almost in position.
Ready to fire!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Field artillery, yours to command. Chariots! Stay in formation! At speed! At the double!
And even better, they are pretty much set up
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
to fall under fire from my ballista and all that. You know what? Let's do explosive rounds, I think, right? It'll hurt accuracy a little bit, but... you know what? I think I'll just leave it.
Chariots! Your orders.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Double time! Yours to command. Chariots!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
command?
Chariots! Advance at speed!
By your command. Advance at speed!
Chariots! Quick march! Double time! At speed! Chariots! Legionaries! Missiles awaiting.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Ready for battle! Understood.
Ready and waiting. Legionaries!
Quick march! Advance at speed!
Chariots! Field artillery awaiting orders. By your command!
I decided to change my mind and go with the explosive rounds. If only to give me something to keep track of. And victory. Well, hooray! We didn't even have to head to the main square.
Commander!
Alright, given that this area is going to be in the depths of, well, where these guys are, let's see, market. You know what, I think, just because of the food situation, I'm just going to dismantle it right now, get it down to level 1, and then go from there.
At your command. Ready for battle.
And now we have level 3 weapons and armor. That's pretty good then. Alright, so this general guy, what can I do with him? Oh, let's see. I could make him a lawkeeper. Well, let's see. I have him there.
We hunger for battle.
Caius here. It's pretty well set up on a lot of other things. You know what? Given the situation that this guy's probably going to find himself in, I think I'll be giving him a lawkeeper. Because we might need one of those around here. Also for this guy, let's see. Cultural propaganda. That sounds pretty good. What are we going towards then? Well, let's help him with that. Also, I probably should do the, we'll wait on, or actually, let's convert it, I think, maybe. Let's see. We're going to do a fishing port, and convert this over to a market settlement, right? Yeah, we'll do that.
How can I be of us?
Ready? I should have worn different sandals. How dare they seek to delay me?
My skills. Treading
No.
something.
Well, my general plan is going to be, once I get these two over here, is I'm going to deploy this guy.
Service to Rome.
And I think he's going to help. I hope he's going to help properly with authority. And then the agent will use her authority-based action to pretty much hurt public order. And if everything goes as planned, rebels will show up and then cause some issues for him, hopefully.
The love of gold can stir evil in men.
Okay, even doing that Egyptian grain, we're still taking some hits now. So let's do the colony restrictions so we can start to get the level 4 field places. Anything here that we can boost as well. Not without taking more hits to food. Well, I can at least do the latrines there. Let's see. Well, let's just go through the provinces. Britannia. Iska has an opening, so you know what? We're going to do that. And we're going to put in some enclosed land there. Gallia is, let's see. Uliobana has an opening for a field, so we'll do that there. Ratia et Nor whatever. You are also going to do a field. Cisalpina, you'll increase that. Macedonia was the place that we can't really do too much in. This place we can increase a field. This, we've pretty much done everything we can for the most part. This location, well, let's see. Britannic Isles. Well, let's see. Industry. Kind of makes me want to not do it, but we'll do the field because we need the food. I'll also use the statesman to organize a feast. Let's send him there. Alright, so that helped out and got me to 2 food. So if I send a statesman every turn to do feasts, that should help me get closer to something that works. Also, it looks like these guys have gone through and taken out whatever that one force was that's here. Because they're not currently at war with the Sassanids yet, I don't believe.
My skills are yours.
Ready, willing, and able.
What do you wish? Treading softly. The way is barred.
Also, public order Eastern 13%. Okay. So the Sassanids need to be Eastern in order for things to go well. So that's a good thing. At least for me, anyways. Because then I can hurt their public order. Alright, so that guy's mission ended. Attrition, banditry, everywhere. But we're still doing alright. You know what, let's send him on a diplomatic mission to the British Confederation again. Make full use of this guy. Okay, so our dignitary, well, we don't want to do... Oh, wait. Are they at war with the Sassanids? Maybe they went to war and I didn't notice it. They apparently are at war with the Sassanids. Okay. Hey, good for you, Mr. Client State Dude. Going to war with everyone around here.
Ever in service to Rome. All roads lead to
How
Rome.
can I be of assistance? assistance?
Ready for your command.
Alright, well let's end the turn, and then in the next one we'll hopefully be able to go to Sinope over there. And
My people are in danger.
what do you want?
Can you not join with us and attack these dogs?
No, I have no desire to join your little wars.
I will be honest. I seek coin as token of your good and continued friendship.
So these Nasamons are at war with Galatia, Egypt, and Garamantia. It could be worth it, but they want me to give them coin for it, so I don't think so. Just, sorry. I have no desire for tribute to be given to you, barbarians. Your diplomat has betrayed you. Oh, come on. And another stolen eagle. They keep stealing my eagles. Why?
On the road again.
My wits and work, my journey begins.
Alright, so we're in the Sassanid province. If you look at corruption, it corrupts local officials, thereby diminishing tax rates. The disruptions in government also leaves local settlements vulnerable to authoritarian agent actions. Now, originally I thought that was just to any agent that's authoritarian focused, but it actually deals with any of those actions. So, as you can see, Insight Uprising is one of those actions. So we'll do that. It says 50% chance of success,
They will never know.
and it failed. Well,
Apologize for
poo.
my failure.
Guess we'll try it in the next turn then. In the meantime, let's check and see. This force is fully healed. This one in 4 more turns will be good. Okay, good. We have food surpluses starting to show up now. Let's take a look. Build up some more fields while we can. Gallia is good. Looks like we won't have more fields available until probably the next turn. Also, I'm going to take a moment and look around to see if I see anything that will really help me with food. I'm not seeing anything like that. I know ultimately Egypt, or at least in the Egyptian campaign, had it. I'm not seeing anything here either. I don't know if it's just because we don't know it. Yes, so if you look at their building, their main settlement has those little things, and it's green on the background. So their main settlement actually produces food. So being able to take parts of Egypt would be pretty useful for us. But they're under control of our client state, so can't do much about that.
To serve Rome.
The Senate dislikes begging.
I suppose we're also getting to the point that I should probably decide what is going to be the thing that I do to end this campaign, I guess. I should probably look and see what my... No, I have no desire for that. Stolen Eagle. We'll just issue a new standard because we have the money. Objectives. So we need Pannonia, hold the entirety Thracia. So both of those have some issues with these former, the Macromani, who are my defensive ally. And then the Gothai. So let's just take a moment and look at these guys. So if I was to betray the Macromani, they have me as their one and only ally. And they're importing a lot of stuff, but, well, for diplomatic purposes, it would be nice to take them. Sabotage, incite unrest, and successful is now -39. So if I can do this for like 3 turns, will be great. Especially if I can get this one. Cunning, wounding enemy agents in self-defense. Especially if I can get this, where is it? Incite unrest, -20 public order. If I can get that, that would be awesome. Alright, so since I am talking about potentially going up against... Oh, Bergium used to be that place that had the whatchamacallit. Okay, so since I'm talking about potentially going up against the Marcomanni here, I suppose I should probably outfit all my forces, get the best units possible, and have another army ready to go.
We hunger for battle.
Alright, so that place is gradually growing. This I need to do as well. Legionary barracks. That's gonna take some food. This is gonna take some food. Urgh. But in the long run, it'll be good. And I should probably do this as well to further reduce the banditry. Alright, let's go back and take a look at our provinces. See which ones we can continue to further increase. So this one we can further increase. Squalor will be fine. This we can further. Yes, again, Squalor is good. Macedonia. Latium. And let's see. Overall, it looks like we're gradually getting there. Oh, Achaia. We want to do that delicatessen there, right? Yes. Because again, more food. Look at that banditry there. I probably should also work on the research to reduce banditry. Because I'm sure that's probably part of the reason that I have all this food stuff going on. Let's see, food export penalty. I wish I knew the exact specifics of how the food export penalty and all that worked as well. Because I admit, I really don't. So that can kind of, I don't know, be a little bit of a negative in its own rights as well. And then we have Thracia here. Or is it simply that, let's see. Because 4 food is currently produced from that, then there's -1 food. But the food export penalty is -6. Can I look it up here? No, it does not have it here. Okay, whatever. But my assumption is that here in Rhodos, that we are producing enough. It's just that it's 0 because of the banditry. That's my assumption. But yes, when I go to war with the Macromani, I'll probably want to have at least 3 armies ready to face off with their forces that are up there. That way I can rotate them out as they go up against them. Rotten food, lovely. Bleh. Alright, you, sabotage, insight, unrest.
An excellent choice.
Again, success. Only a -13. Oh. Yeah, only a -13 this time. So that's not as good.
My skills are yours.
But that increase to insight unrest should help out a little bit. And Hispania Citerior is really taking out the Sassanids. I didn't think it would go this well. Oh, there's one of their armies. Well, the good thing is if they come through and take out Hispania Citerior, then I can just go on and claim those areas for myself, and they'll both be weakened. Also, why is there a Magus here? Do the Sassanids have, like, magic?
Our warriors thirst for your blood.
No, I have no desire for that. And hidden agent exposed increases all that fun stuff. Alright, let's continue to hurt these guys a little bit. Insight, it's at -9, it goes to -49. Okay. 2 more turns, hopefully. Oh, I just noticed that this guy isn't doing corruption for whatever reason. Well, he is again now. I probably should build this up. Even though it does the boost to taking away food, it'll be nice to have in case they end up surprising me with a bit more forces than I would hope that they have. Hopefully. Oh, we'll see. Alright, and how's this force looking? They are probably 1 turn away from being completed. Squalor is good. That is still gradually moving up. They have a lot of stuff here. But again, the Gothi I'm not looking to go to war with yet.
Commander? We hunt to your duties, men.
Still 6 more turns for this horse ranch. Ugh. That's kind of disappointing. Alright, let's end the turn, then hopefully in the next one we can get them ever closer towards having their province here go into a little unrest. What else is going on that I need to worry about? I'm not sure. I'm almost a little too concerned that Hispania Citerior is too powerful. But then again, I think I have good relations with them for the most part.
Mission's debt is paid.
How can I be of assistance? Sabotage. An excellent choice.
Alright, so that's going to take it to -55. So in the next turn, they should be going to having a little uprising in that. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to show up there or if they could show up at one of these other places. So we have a lot of options. Hopefully they show up here and attack, but we'll see.
Ready for orders.
And Bavacum still has 2 turns before these legionaries and that sort of thing are ready. I pretty much want to have a very elite force that goes up to take on some of these forces up here. I'll also look and see if there's any particular anything that's really good one way or another. Did my Imperium go down? I think it might have. I don't know what caused it to go down, but something apparently did. Let's see. Assassination, slaughter, assassination, single combat, military training. I'm going to recruit this guy here, this Gnaeus Laelius, and eventually I'll send him up into Francie here to get a bit of a lay of the land. I don't know if I want to go to war against Francie there, but it's something to consider.
My wits and words are yours.
Also, these guys are taking a bunch of attrition. I'm assuming it's because they are out of food. They have some cattle there. But yeah, they're kind of falling apart. Which, I mean, I'll take it. They're not exactly the greatest ally that I've had. How are they on stuff? They're alright. And while I'm thinking about it, let's send this guy out to be a diplomat again. Hopefully he doesn't betray us again. Yeah, overall I think this has been a slower episode. It's pretty much been cleanup of the British Confederation and Rome. I don't care about you, but I found where the Alani are, finally. Political intrigue. Your diplomat has returned accompanied by a clever tactician. Alright, the sibling books yet again. Well, let's do stability? Sure. It's not going to matter much either way. Alright, let's look into Francie and let's see what they have around here. Let's head towards Flevium. We do not have a view. Oh, we do. Okay. So it looks like just a regular village. Nothing too special. Let's head back over here. Has the rebellion started yet? Not yet. So the next action should get them to it. Oh yeah. They should definitely go into it now. Or at least by the next turn. Let's see. So we can afford the squalor from that. That'll be 9 food. Rhodos here. What to do with you? Yeah, you still can't export anything, but at least you're covering your own food expenses. So let's see. Growth, public order, civil, markets. I think I'll do civil, because that helps wealth from all sources. So that'll be 4 food, 1 food, and 7 food. And we'll still be able to cover everything.
Can you spare men to cut a few throats?
Ooh, the Alani.
They would welcome it at your hand.
If this is all of the Alani here, that's a lot of, well, nomadic rebels. But that's a lot of territory that they would potentially have. Oh, okay. Now we see what they have. They have that, and they have that. Something to consider. I'm not going to join that war yet, though. The keepers of the Sibylline books were ordered to find a prophecy to help you achieve power. At the proper time, they descended into the temple's inner chambers and began searching the old texts. Alright, so we've done that. That's wealth. Wealth from culture. Should I do some of this for winemakers to your household? Oh, no clue what that is. Trying to decide what to do. Diplomacy with Germanic factions, a pantheon thing. Plus 30 to diplomatic relations from treaties. I'm not sure what I should go into. I suppose I could just continue working on this. Let's do the Portus Classis thing. Get us towards the last full end. Oh, and this has now been taken by Lydia there, which we are not at war with at the moment. I thought we were at one point. We might have been. Alright, well let's head over to Amasea there then. Head on down. You head on down as well.
This path is blocked.
What do you wish of me? I will see it done. It is done.
Also, there's this weird small Armenia army. I don't know what they are going on about, but something to keep in mind. Alright, let's take a look back at Francie here. So we know that's just a basic little place, nothing too special here. This tall Feardom thing, whatever. What do they have here? Again, a lot of just basic units. Nothing too special. Alright, Bavacum has completed their barracks here. Let's see. This is complete as well. So let's raise up some forces here. We have House Tetricus, Proletarium Collegium. I think that's a new group. Resistance to foreign occupation. Cunning. We'll raise up that army there. Chariots, Equities. We'll do Gallic Bodyguard. So put you there. Upgrade your stuff. And then we'll build up some artillery for you. So we have a giant ballista, a polybolos, regular ballista. Let's do a heavy onager. We'll do one of those. We have the scorpion. Firepower and mobility. Well, that does 40. The polybolos is 60 ammunition. We'll do 2 of those as well, I think. We'll do 2 and 2, I think. Yeah. And then we'll fill out the rest of it with probably mostly infantry, I'm thinking, for this force. Squalor is good, so let's do that thing. Well, with any luck, we'll have most of these forces set up. Roman pretenders, not too interested. I'll have forces set up. We can go against the Macromani and head closer towards getting some of our objectives taken care of. I was wondering if the Sassanids were going to be a major threat, but it looks like they're really falling apart, either to my banditry. I don't want more banditry, I want less banditry. Shock, we'll do religious festivities. Do that.
Ready for orders.
I really want to have most of the forces ready by close to the end of the next one. Alright, so we can do Gallic Legionnaires, Auxiliary Germanic Heavy Infantry. Let's see, 96. I'm trying to decide. The Auxiliary Germanic Heavy Infantry are pretty strong there. I think for the most part, I'm probably just going to want to go with warriors for the most part. Probably some hunters just for ranged units. We could do 5 hunters. So we'll do 5 hunters. Longsword cohorts. They have a bonus versus infantry. I think we might do that. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And then the heavy infantry, probably. They have a lot of weapon damage overall. Good melee defense and good armor. I think that's what we'll do for the other segment. Yeah, that'll work. I don't think I'll need any pikemen for this army for the most part, because the swordsmen overall should be able to hold up, and most of these Germanic forces don't seem to field cavalry.
How can I assist you further? There is more I could do.
Alright, well this is interesting. Treva there does have, it looks like amber or something for what they have as their buildings. So taking them out could be an interesting little thing. And a staff bearer. She looks like a witch from Warhammer or something.
How may I serve you? What do you wish of me? All mortals die.
Don't you get killed there. Enemy wounded. Yay, good. Now maybe you can also get a boost to causing them damage, maybe? Yay. Alright, let's give you a boost here. Ooh. Well, that would be good, but right now I think I am going to do that. Because I think the rebels are starting to form here. What do we got going here anyways? Antioch plus 20 and it's at negative 80. I wonder if they have rebels down there too. Alright, so this will be ending the last turn for this stream. It's been quiet. I think only one battle for the most part. A couple auto resolves, but nothing too special. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the next one. I think the next episode is probably going to be around the time that I go up against the Macromani, my defensive ally right now, and take over the land that belongs to me pretty much. Okay, so I saw some group take something. Where was that at? That was here? There? I have no idea where that was. I saw some kind of event happen. It looked like it was in like Gothy territory or something, but again, I'm not sure. That's one of the bad things sometimes, is that something happens, you see it, and then it's just like gone.
I could do more. Can I aid you further?
And a meeting of all the witches, apparently. Alright, so let's go back down. Oh, Armenia does have a little place there. Is that their only little place? It looks like that's it. Well, okay. Whatever.
How can I be of assistance? I do enjoy a little trouble. Succeeding is what I do.
Also, when I was talking about the last turn being the last turn, I think I was actually meaning last turn before I get things ready for the next one. So let's recruit another force here. I can do more, we'll do Patrici for that one. And this one is going to be focused on cavalry. So for him, I will do probably something, maybe some scorpions, I think, would work. Because that's a good middle ground form of artillery. We'll do 4 of those. Now let's end it. Yeah, we could end it. Well, where did the one statesman guy? Did he die or something? Or did he get recruited? Patrici? Proletary Collegium? I don't know. I'm always confused as to what happens to half these guys. I don't follow them as well as I do in Warhammer. And even some of the ones in Warhammer I get confused on and lose track of. But at least in Warhammer you have legendary lords. And I guess you have like your Emperor in Rome 2 and all that as well, though. Uh-oh. I just don't feel as connected to him as I do in Warhammer. More lovely banditry. Increase in rank. Alright folks, that is it for this episode. As you can see, we have a good section of Britannia, of Gaul, and we've taken part of Rome here. Eventually we'll decide what to do with the Mori here and the Roman pretenders. But I think in the next episode, we are going to focus on the Marcomanni, who have this blob right here in Europe. and we're pretty much going to betray them and wipe them out. Does look like they have a lot of generals around here though, so it could get interesting. Yeah, we'll find out. Alright folks, see you in the next episode.